Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Jed Castles.
Well, if you've been waiting for summer to start, you don't have to wait much longer. It officially arrives today. It'll come into Oklahoma and across the country at 9:57 today. That's 4 hours and 39 minutes away. So summertime is on the way. Summer solstice is what happens today. This will be the first official day of summer as it begins at 9:57. This is the longest day of the year. We'll have between 14 to 15 hours of daylight today. So lots of sunshine on the way. Again, peak sunshine during the summer solstice. And then after this point, between now headed to the first day of winter, days are going to start getting shorter as we head toward fall. Now, even though we'll have shorter days, the earth is already hot. It's already heating back up, so we'll have plenty more days ahead of us as well. Speaking of that, the last day of spring, yesterday it already said it's summertime. Check out the heat indexes across the central part of the state. 109 in Midwest City, 109 in OKC, 111 in El Reno. Check out Chickasha, out of control, 117. These are some dangerous heat warning type conditions. They really kicked in yesterday. We thought it was going to be near 105. We shot even higher than that. Now, fortunately, yesterday we had just enough wind that made it made it a bit more bearable. That was not bearable very well, but it was pretty hot out there yesterday. Okay, so how do we go across northern parts of Kansas into the Dodge City area right now, tracking some storms right now. Those storms are tracking through areas where there might be some severe weather today, some wind, some hail, definitely some heavy rain and lightning with those storms. They track to an east to southeast direction. These will keep nosing southward, and by about 9, 10 o'clock, they should be approaching the Oklahoma-Kansas border, and eventually those will have a chance to nose down into the state. Now, as they come in, they'll gradually be weakening as we go toward late morning and early afternoon. So they may sneak into the early afternoon hours with the best chances up near Alva, Enid, Ponca, over near the Stillwater area. If they make it all the way down to Oklahoma City, we'll put the chance at 20%. I don't think that'll happen. I think those will stay mainly toward north and gradually weaken. But if they do, again, late morning to about lunchtime is when that will happen. 79 right now. Southeast winds at 14. It's a warm start this morning. Very warm. We're not cooling off at all. So if you've been out or if you don't have very good air conditioning, certainly feeling how warm and thick it is here starting off this morning. We'll hover in the upper 70s through 8 o'clock this morning, then get back up in the 80s, closing in on 90 toward lunchtime today, and should be in the low 90s here coming up for today. Now, there's a chance of rain. Again, it's a slight chance. I think between 10 and about noon is when our best chances of rain will be coming up for today. Most spots now 70s, 80s as well. Check out the 80s from Woodward near Hobart down toward Lawton, Ardmore this morning. So it's a warm one out the door this morning. As we check out your highs coming up for today, upper 80s. The cloud cover and a few storms will be here today, but most spots 90s. Throwing that humidity, the heat index will climb up to near 100 across much of the state, and southwest Oklahoma may get up above 105 here this afternoon. We're also tracking additional storms. Now, it's a slight risk, and it's not necessarily locked in, but if storms can fire out of the Texas Panhandle, they could move into Oklahoma with baseball-sized hail and winds to 80. So right now we have it slight. Just be paying attention. Make sure your News 9 weather app is open and ready to go. Don't think we'll have a lot of storms, but the storms that develop could kick in here later today. We'll have our trackers on that here going into the afternoon. Got the best chance of those storms developing and moving into southwest parts of Oklahoma late afternoon and evening here coming up for today. 60s near 70 overnight tonight. Then back up near 90 as more of a northeast wind direction comes into the state. So cooling it off a little bit, maybe not quite as hot, but still upper at 90. That's seasonable for this time of the year. And there may be a few more additional storms coming up late tomorrow into tomorrow evening across west and southwest Oklahoma. There's your high temperatures, and we do cool it to 89 on Friday. But check out most days on that 9-day. They're in the 90s. 95 Saturday, 96 Sunday. We can have heat indexes up above 105 here over the weekend, so prepare for that. And approaching 100, that's a possibility as we head toward the middle to the latter part of next week. Hey guys, summer's here.